In section 2.2, we look at addition of integers. And here we're going to use a number line to add integers. So 5 plus 3, we're starting at 5, and we're moving 3 units to the right, and that lands us at 8. So 5 plus 3 equals 8. So here we have -5 plus 3. So we start on -5 and we move 3 units to the right and we land on -2. So -5 plus 3 equals -2. Next we're going to do 5 plus -3. So we're going to start with 5, and adding -3 means we're going to move 3 places to the left, and 5 plus -3 is equal to 2. We'll use a number line to add -5 plus -3, so we start with -5. Adding -3 moves us 2 units to the 3 units to the left, and so -5 plus -3 is -8. Now we'll look at addition of integers without a number line. To add any two numbers that have the same sign, we add their absolute values and apply the common sign. So if we have -2 plus -4, we're going to add 2 and 4, and they're both negative. You could think of this in terms of money. If you owe $2 to someone and you owe $4, you would owe $6. -12 plus -37. Again, I owe $12 and I owe 37. So we combine the quantities and we get -49. When the signs are the same, we add, so 10 plus 66 is 76. We add and we keep the sign. Now, if the signs are different, we will be finding the difference. To add two numbers with different signs, subtract the smaller absolute value from the larger absolute value, and apply the sign of the number with the larger absolute value. So if you look first at -9 plus 11, the signs are different, so we'll find the difference. We'll subtract, and we get 2. Now, since 11 is positive, we have more positives than negatives, our answer will be +2. You can think of this as owing $9, but you get $11. So if you owe 9 and you have 11, you're going to end up with a +2. And if we have -9 and +7, the difference here is 2, but we have more negatives. We owe more than what we have. So if you have -9 plus 7, that's going to give us a -2. In this example, the signs are different, so we find the difference. Now, the parentheses around the -7 don't really mean anything. Sometimes we separate our plus sign from our negative number with parentheses, but if this had been written 2 plus -7, it's the same thing. So you have 2, but you owe 7, so you owe more, and your answer is going to be -5. -6 plus 24. So we're going to subtract because the signs are different. We have more positives than negatives. We have more than we owe, so my answer is +18. Any number plus its opposite is 0. So adding opposites, a plus -a equals 0. -a plus a is 0. -7 plus 7 is 0. You have 7, you owe 7, it's 0. If we're going to add several integers, remember that the the associative property allows us to group the numbers any way we'd like. So if I'm adding these together, I would probably go ahead and add all the negatives together, and then I would add the positives together, grouping them together. So here I have 30 and negative 12, that's negative 42, and negative 10, that's negative 52. And then I combine the positive 4 and the positive 6, and that's positive 10. So I have more negatives. I owe 52, I have 10, so my answer, negative 42. Translations. Negative 6 added to the sum of 2 and negative 11. So the sum of 2 and negative 11 is this quantity. And then we have negative 6 that we're adding to that quantity. So 2 plus negative 11, I have 2, I owe 11, that's negative 9. Negative 9 plus negative 6 is negative 15. Winter snowfall in northwest Montana is a critical source of water for forests, rivers, and lakes when the snow melts in the spring. Below average snowfall can contribute to severe forest fires in the summer. So the graph indicates the number of inches of snowfall above or below average for given months. Find the total departure from average snowfall for these months. Do the results show that the region received above average snowfall for the winter or below average? So if we look at combining these, we have negative 8 and negative 12, which is negative 20, and negative 4, that's negative 24. And if I combine the positive 16 and 12, that's 28. So I owe 24, I have 28, I end up with a positive 4. The total departure from average is 4 inches. The region received above average snowfall. And now I have some skilled practice problems for you to try and write these out on paper.